Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Holistic Healing with Holy Spirit. I have a very important topic to talk about today. You know what? Yesterday I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and she was telling me how she was really suffering with a condition called eczema. And so I began to share with her the things that I have learned about that condition and how to be healed and how to be relieved from that condition. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today is eczema. And so eczema is a inflammatory skin condition, and it causes dry skin, it causes severe itching, it causes patches on your skin, and it could get really severe. Now, this topic is very personal for me. I have not suffered from eczema myself, but I have had very close family members that have suffered from eczema, very close family members, and I saw the horrific suffering of this skin condition. So it's very personal for me. And the Holy Spirit, as I was talking to her yesterday, I felt like he was telling me to make this video because there are so many people that are suffering with eczema, and it is horrific. Okay, so I want to talk about eczema today. And so because eczema is an inflammatory skin condition, the first thing that has to be addressed is your diet, because it is what we put in our bodies that causes many of the conditions that we suffer with. You know, I've been on here talking about many other issues that I've dealt with in my body, and the main culprit was the food that I was eating. And so because it's an inflammatory skin condition, we have to deal with the diet. And so you're going to have to change your diet. You're going to have to avoid foods that are highly inflammatory. Okay, and so I'm going to talk about some of those foods. So number one, and I've been talking about this for a long time, is sugar, sugary foods, sweets. All of that is highly inflammatory to eczema, to your skin. Another food that is highly inflammatory is highly processed foods. Highly processed food, those foods really inflame your skin even more so when you're eating a bunch of, foods that come out of boxes, foods that they have so many preservatives in them that they could sit on the shelf forever. Those are highly processed food. Even a lot of the fast foods that you may get at a fast food restaurant, those are highly processed foods with lots of chemicals, lots of preservatives. Those things really affect your skin and eczema. Another thing is bad oils. Bad seed oils are highly inflammatory. And another thing is fried foods. All of these foods that I'm talking about today really will inflame your skin and make your eczema worse, make you flare up, make you break out. And so you really want to avoid these foods. Soda, you want to avoid soda. You want to avoid lots of sugary drinks, a lot of sugary juices and, all this stuff that has tons and tons of sugar in it. You really want to avoid that if you have eczema. Another thing that's highly inflammatory to eczema is dairy. You're going to have to stay away from dairy milk and things like that. You're going to have to probably move over to, a milk that more of a vegan milk, like a coconut milk or something like that, because all of these things will cause you to break out. It will trigger a flare-up or a breakout, because eczema is an inflammatory disease and condition. And so anything that will inflame your body, you want to avoid. And so I want to talk about things that you want to switch over to cause your eczema to be relieved. And so you want to eat a high fiber diet, a really balanced diet with lots of vegetables. Eat lots of vegetables, organic, lean meats. You want to switch over from fried meats, and you want to eat some organic lean meats that you either bake or something like that. You want to switch over to that. You want to eat more of a whole food diet, a whole grain diet, not too many carbs, but if you're going to eat carbs, you want them to be whole grain carbs like brown rice or quinoa, things like that that are actually whole grain breads and things like that. Because if you don't do the whole grain, you're missing the fiber, and that could cause a problem with sugar, and sugar inflames you. So you're trying to stay away from being triggered with sugar. You definitely want to drink lots of water. So if you're the type of person that was used to drinking soda and juices and all those drinks, you want to kind of switch that out to water. I used to be a person that loved to drink sugary drinks, but now I'm pretty much a water girl. I drink tons of water, and water basically is constantly cleansing your body. And so you want to switch your drink out to water. Okay. Another thing is antioxidants. Antioxidants is so important for eczema because, again, this is an inflammatory condition. And so antioxidants help to calm down all that inflammatory response that your body goes through when it breaks out, when the rash comes and, the itching comes. So antioxidants would be like berries, strawberries, raspberry, blackberries, blueberries. Another good thing is the antioxidants. You want to do like good fats like olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, as well as avocados. All of these types of food will help your eczema. And I'm talking from experience because the family members that I know that have suffered greatly from eczema, this is things that they have had to do to be relieved. And let me just say this, my family members suffered from this for years. I'm talking about decades. And so I can definitely tell you now and report to you that they are no longer suffering like they were before, because they have made these changes that I am explaining to you all today. Now, another thing that was a game changer for being relieved of eczema is omega-3 fish oil supplements. Oh my goodness. This right here was a game changer for my family. If you have eczema, you want to start taking omega-3 fish oil supplements, and you want to get a high quality one that has plenty of DHA, because again, the omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. So what you're looking for, because again, this is an inflammatory condition, you're looking for things that are anti-inflammatory. So omega-3 fatty fish oils are anti-inflammatory. And when my family started taking this, it just changed everything. It changed everything. And another thing that is really good, if you're someone right now that is suffering with a horrible breakout, itching, patchy skin, there's a cream, a wonderful cream that is so good for eczema. It is called Dream Cream, and it's made by a company called Lush. And I'm going to have all this information in the description for you all. Dream Cream, it has wonderful natural ingredients that are anti-inflammatory. So if you're suffering with breakout, you put the cream on, and it really starts to bring relief for all the irritation, the itching, and all of that stuff. It brings great relief. So I'm going to have that information for you and the website and all this for you. But I can just tell you, if you know anyone in your family that is suffering with eczema, please share this video with them, because I'm telling you, my family is no longer suffering like this, and I watched them suffer for years and years and years and years. But because of these changes that they made in their diet, and also with the omega-3 supplementation, they are no longer suffering. God is so good. And you know, I just love the Lord, because I was giving this information out to my friend yesterday, but the Holy Spirit, you know, he was unctioning me, no, give this out to everybody. This is, and I could just say, the Lord loves people. He wants us to be healed. He doesn't want us suffering. And you know, if you've ever had a rash where itch, oh, it can be so tormenting. And so I can just say, the Lord loves us. He wants us to be healed. He wants us to be healthy and whole. And so I hope this information was a blessing to you. If it's someone you know, please share this, because I truly believe it will be a blessing to them. And I just thank you all so much for joining me. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.